Powering on.
Turn that on. Get our game actually going here. And turn this around. Okay. You're turning on a game. No. Sweet. So, for anybody who had read the Facebook and/or our Twitter, tonight we're just gonna kind of use tonight's stream for a casual talk. We've removed the chat box from our actual screen, so that doesn't pop up. Because I was thinking about it today. When I'm posting my videos on YouTube, I think it looks kind of funny to have all the chat coming up for like video game playthroughs. So we're gonna remove those from these. But yeah, we're just gonna have some casual talk tonight. Talk about how people's days went. If anyone saw the football games, you know, we'll talk about those. We can talk about whatever you want. Just keep them casual. Because I'm feeling like our video game streams, we're not necessarily trying to be like #1 edgelord video game player. We're just trying to play games. So I think that we should just use these as an opportunity to casually talk. I guess more like a just hangout style thing. Wow, my extra screen is way off, but I'm too lazy to get up. So hopefully everybody had a good day. I know our day was pretty good. Just got off the phone with a buddy. Was telling him, you know, for being a theoretical lazy day, we did get a lot accomplished. We edited some videos today. Sort of came up with some new content ideas, which was quite nice. Watched some football, which was nice.
Hey, traveler!
You know, we had a pretty overall, I guess, easy day, but still a nice day. I like those kind of changes. So we're just gonna get right into the game here and continue our story with Sparklechic. I'm pretty sure we beat every Arid Badlands mission. I know we're gonna spawn there, but I'm pretty sure we just banged out. Oh, I didn't realize last night there's a whole bunch of blood spattered all over my gun. Nice. So let's open up our thing here and see what we got going on. Okay. So actually we're going to wait to do the sledge, even though I know I put on the Twitter and on the Facebook that we would probably do that right away. Alright. Give me 1 second here. I gotta fix my extra screen is driving me up a wall right now. It's completely off. Like way off. And it's unacceptable for me. Sometimes when I boot it up, it starts a little slow. So we'll take a peek see at this where we get set up quick here. Shouldn't take but 2 seconds just to quickly correct this. It's just I can't accept that. It's too off. It drives me up a wall. So hopefully everyone out there today had a good day. Like I said, I have no complaints about mine. My day was pretty solid overall. I think that... Well, come on, mouse, get back in there. I know you want to. There we go. I think that the only bad part about today was that I had too much fun just bumming around and doing nothing. Hey, don't lay on the computer. I'll beat you up, my dude. Okay, I won't beat you up, but you know once the computer's on, right, that like Dad's doing stuff. I'm sorry, I know you're just a little snuggle puss now. So we're actually gonna go find these sniper rifle pieces, I guess, first. Just because... Hey, don't knock my beer over. Oh, I gotta change my screen cap quick. Yaw, there we go. What's up, Thane 100? How was your day?
Auto shutdown initiated.
Did you do anything super sweet, fun, and or exciting?
Arid Badlands has another job for you.
Hopefully the audio is still okay from last night. I know last night we were having some issues where it was a little too loud for most people, so I kept turning it down, turning it down. Hopefully we get that sweet spot. You had a lazy day? Dude, nothing wrong with that. I had a lazy day too. It was really nice, actually. It's the first one I've had for what felt like forever. The only thing complicated I had to do was edit some video, not even that hard. Make some new headers for the Facebook and the Twitch, not even that bad. Watched a little bit of football. Actually, I watched a lot of football. The only little bit I got to see from GP Oakland was I turned it on, saw it was KCI versus Titan Shift, and immediately shut it off. So we got, I don't know, all of 4 seconds into the stream, looked who was playing the decks, went, oh, okay, Sam Black's an okay dude. Okay, I don't know who that guy is. I'm not watching that game though. That was the end of that. Modern's in a weird spot right now when it comes to Magic, and I don't know if I don't necessarily love the way it's going, but I don't feel like Modern resonates with me as a format right now. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Like I said, it could just be personal preference, and I'm not a super big fan of it. Like I said, I want to love it, but I just feel like it's really hard for me right now to look at Modern and go, this is fine. I don't know how you guys feel about that, or if you even have any opinions on it.
Get your meds here.
Cat, get away from my beer. I still don't trust you. Okay, what do I have equipped here? Yeah, we'll just sell off our raw revolver for now. Get rid of our stickies. I think those transfusions are better than the ones we have, so we'll hang on to those until we hit that level. As I said last night, and I'll say it again, I'm a little sad. Oh wow, this converted quick. I'm a little sad that Lilith won. I really wanted Mordecai to win for the votes, but I mean, so far I haven't had any regrets. Lilith is really strong. And then if anyone actually likes our playthroughs, random talkings, and whatever else, tomorrow morning we will have our first playthrough of this up on the YouTube channel. So if you just want to go get a peek into what we did or didn't do so far, you're more than welcome to. So I don't know if anyone out there watches football or not. I can't believe that the Bears lost by a missed field goal. That kicker clearly lost his job. We were watching that right up until we started streaming. That was sadness. He made that first one, but they called the timeout. Like, oh, rough. That's such a crappy way to lose your job. There's no way they're bringing that guy back next year, having as many missed kicks as he did. That dude's just... I always love that voice line. You shouldn't have come here, now you're gonna pay. Just the way they say it. Oh! There we go. So I hope everybody so far, though, has had a very wonderful end to their week. Or for some people, depending on how you look at it, the start of your week. This pistol is nuts. I didn't realize last night it fired like that. This thing is bananas. Actually, last night I was pretty happy with just about every gun we found. Like, we were able to pound through some of the earlier stuff a few levels faster than we were supposed to. We got a good fire weapon out of the gate. The rocket launcher we found was pretty MVP early on. And you may notice too that my screen seems a little twitchy. The sensitivity on this game is absolutely outrageous. Like, I've toned it way down. I even toned my mouse itself down, and it's still pretty twitchy. So I'm kind of sorry about that. Well, that's crap. That's crap. Them nades are crap. Them shields are kind of crap. Alright, well, it looks like we roll with what we have. Oh, really? We gotta go. We were just here last night. It looks like we're going back to exactly where we were when we finished last night. That kind of sucks, but whatever. Got him. No, look at that one experience. Oof. There we go. Our sniper accuracy is so awful in this game. We're not made to make those damn quick 360 no scopes, especially when they're just bots for some reason. There we go. Seeing as how we're only getting one experience for these guys. Okay, that one was worth at least 3.
Elements of the local population, and you've now been contracted to assassinate one of their leaders. This type of unsanctioned mercenary activity undermines the stability of the region. You have been warned. These continued insurgent activities will not be tolerated. Abandon this futile pursuit and turn yourself in.
I actually have no clue why that person is talking to us. I'm assuming it's for the mission, because I didn't trigger anything, so it is what it is, I guess. Man, this pistol is good. I'm gonna try to.
Auto shutdown cancelled. Powering off. Powering on. Mic on.
My headset keeps talking to me. Might have to check my power levels on it quick. Let me see here. Pretty sure last night it said I had about 50%, which should definitely get me through tonight's stream. Yeah, I should be fine. Oops. Okay. So everyone, your screen will come back in a second. Sorry about that. Just my headset keeps beeping at me and booping at me like it's dead, but it's not dead. So Thane, if you're still in the chat right now, how did your modern tournament go yesterday? How'd your deck do? Thought you were on, I want to say Jeskai? So how did that pan out for you? You like it, didn't like it? Wish you could make any changes to your list? as we all know, for the most part, while the bouncing betties are good, normally I just try to leave on the transfusion grenades. Those things are just way, way, way too good. Especially when you're playing by yourself, that little bit of extra healing they give you. Yeah, their damage is pretty sad, but you can never complain about having extra health. And I swear there used to be a box, at least there was on the Xbox, where you could jump down here and there was like a hidden box somewhere. Maybe this wasn't the hill. So hopefully here we can find this last part to the shotgun. Or the sniper, not a shotgun, duh. Missed it at. There it is. And then it said we had one more mission here in Arid Badlands, I thought. No? Arid Hills. Okay. Well, we'll go on to this next mission here before we turn them in. Normally, for people who weren't here last night, what we like to do is bang out as many missions as possible first, and then go turn them all in. I hate doing one, going back, doing one, going back. I'd rather just kind of squeeze them all out of the way when we can. Nope. Wow. Nope. There we go. Oh, and then for people who weren't here last night, quick touch up on the build here. We are going into the controller. We put 5 into Diva, 5 into Inner Glow, so we have extra shield capacity, regeneration in our phase walk, and then we also have Girl Power, which causes us killing an enemy to regenerate our shield a little stronger. I think right now it's giving us like a 5 or 7% extra boost. And then what I'm doing is every time we level up, I ask the viewers what we're putting our point into. Wow, the reload on that is awful. I'm assuming it's because it has such a big clip. There we go. Ooh.
Feel it.
I don't know, switching to sniper there was the correct thing, but it is one of our strongest guns. I guess it ain't the end of the world one-shotting stuff. And so far my impressions of this game have been very good. We have no issue streaming it. If you haven't played it yet, I recommend if possible you do. I love open world RPG style games. I love first person shooter games. This just takes the best of both worlds for me, mushes them together. Okay, so somewhere around here, allegedly, there's some doggos that look like they should want to eat my face. It says we're actually in the area, but they're not spawning, so... There we go. Oh, that bad boy got a lot of health. About gone. Okay, there's one. Now it's just a matter of finding the other one. up what we can here. That must be the other one. Oh, yeah. I have noticed something that I felt was almost... I don't know if maybe it's speed or whatever, but I felt like the PC version of this game had much harder difficulty spikes than the Xbox did. Like, I don't really remember struggling a whole lot in this game. Last night we were looking like quite the fool. Let's see what we scooped up here quick. I don't think we're going to get attacked anywhere. Okay, so we got the incendiary revolver, which we will actually probably end up putting on. What's the damage on it? About the same. Sure, just because it lights them up. I think we picked up the spike death. That doesn't seem super good. A lot of the other ones just being white labeled probably aren't the strongest. Well, we at least got a better revolver maybe out of it. Never underestimate fire damage, especially against these guys because they're unarmored. And as someone gracefully reminded me last night, unarmored enemies are not a big fan of fire, so... Okay, so our inventory is full, so we're just going to drop some of the crap here. Always try to sandbag the most expensive stuff. Though I really haven't felt like we've had a need for money yet, so... Wow, that sniper is way worse in like every way. Both of those are like way worse. Okay. So now we will go turn these two in, and then we will get on our way to go fight Sledge. Sledge will be our second boss. Last night we did kill 9 toes. For any of you who are wondering, according to his thing, yes, he also has 3 balls. This game also looks really good. Like, I know I was talking last night for people who weren't here. Only being able to capture it at 720 resolution at 30 frames per second, it does not do this game justice. This game is gorgeous still. I love the way it looks. I feel like this game has aged wonderfully. And I know talking with some of the people in the Discord tonight, they had agreed that, like, because I asked them, you know, I said, is it just me being selfish, or like, are these games okay to stream? And a lot of people said, you know, I think these are mighty fine games to stream. They're entertaining, they're engaging, they last a long time. And on top of that too, like, they're pretty casual games, so I don't have to seriously sit here and just focus and be bored the whole time. I can engage you guys if you guys have any questions or comments, or you just want to talk about something, you know, feel free to just ask away tonight. Because like I said, I think I want to keep the games fairly casual. I think that that's... Wait. Yeah, not that. What we want to do with our games, because we're not trying to be some pro gamer here, so... Can't wait till we get more inventory stuff, because this is just nowhere near enough. And then I think once we go turn these in, our only mission left will be to go deal with Sledge before more open up. So...
Look at you roll! Look at you roll!
Get out of here.
Oops. so not used, because see, it says use the WASD to move
Arid Badlands has another job for you.
in the cars, but the A and the D don't do anything. You look left to right with your mouse to steer. So every now and then I forget that, and it's like, why aren't I turning? Oh, yeah.
Wow, you're not dead?
Getting stronger by the minute.
We'll actually probably end up putting that one on. And that sniper seems infinitely worse. That one we picked up was quite good. That 159 damage right now is just absolutely insane.
You won't find finer gear anywhere on the planet.
Drop that. We're gonna still hang on to those transfusions just because. Well, I know there is loot boxes over there, we're not gonna, every time we reboot the game up, go back and try to touch every loot box. Like, that'll just take way, way, way too long. Shoot the rock droppings off the wind turbine and Howling Defile. All the wind turbines are functioning, except for the one in Howling Defile. For some reason, the racks always flock over them, so the whole thing is covered in droppings. Womp womp. Okay, so we'll go do that. We'll clean off everything off our plate, and then we'll go deal with Sledge. So let's see what we got going on here. Okay. I know we're gaining less experience, but let's just conserve our ammo here. And if I remember right, you just shot at him. Take the droppings off. Yeah. There we go. I hit that. Well, that was a simple mission. That was way too simple. But we'll do anything to start gaining experience and level up more. Oops. So how's everybody doing tonight? I think some new people had jumped in.
If you need healing, step right up.
That is a pretty fast recharge. What's ours look like quick here? 150.37. Oh, wow, that is a really fast recharge. We'll just keep the slow life gain. Hopefully that keeps us alive a little longer. Because we did hit a couple rough patches last night where all of a sudden it just seemed like the difficulty ramped up, but we were just getting destroyed. It was pretty embarrassing. Come on, car. Bring it down. Oh, yeah. Number one, in my opinion, will always be the best Borderlands. Yeah, it had a couple issues here and there, but... And yeah, it doesn't have the story that number 2 does, because this game really didn't have much of a story. But this is still my favorite Borderlands. I forgive it for that. Okay.
If you need healing, step right up.
No, that doesn't do us any good. 179.30. We'll actually keep the one we have only because it regenerates faster. Man. I swear this playthrough we're getting some really good weapons early on. We've been pretty proud of what we've been getting so far, pretty happy.
Strip the passion of the window! Kill him! Kill him now!
We wiggled at the last second, that should have been a headshot. Rip. Jump off the sniper window. The damage gun is so much better than other weapons. Why take the fight to them when they gotta come to us? Oh no, it's okay. I was managing my time, so we were okay. Normally I have everything already set up too by the time I go live, so like everything was already ready. It was just waiting for me to throw my headset on. Used the men's room quick and away I went, so ain't no thing. I was hyped up from that football game. I can't believe that came down to a shanked field goal. Like, that's embarrassing. Of all the ways for the game to end, it boils down to that. Because that was actually a pretty good game. Like, yeah, it was low scoring, but it's not like those teams have, you know, the double donk. That's what it was. I just, like, that was a good game to me. You know, the Charger one was okay, but I felt like, you know, as when we were talking earlier, they didn't wake up early enough, and the Ravens just lost from it. But that Bears game was pretty good. Like I said, I imagine Bryant just sitting at home right now, just like dying on the inside because his Bears lost. And in such bad fashion too, like it wasn't even a good way to lose. Your kicker missed the first one, they iced him, and it worked. Like, oh, man. That is just like mass sadness. I hear him, but I don't see him.
Keep shooting! Go now!
You should die from the fire? Yeah. How did I miss that? Oh, no. There we go. Another thing I like about this game over number 2 and the pre-sequels, that this game actually had revolvers. I don't remember them being in the other ones. I think they just fused all the pistols into one. And that's sad. I love big, strong hand cannons. They just sound so much more violent. You know, your gun, like, if it's going pew pew pew, that's not scary. Your gun going bang bang, that's spooky. That's spooky. Found a better sniper finally. Wow, and then we break our shots. Game, why are you doing this to me? Okay, so the reload's a lot worse. That's I think that was the kick on the Jacobs, though, is that they had that really awful reload speed. Oh. You're supposed to catch on fire, man. Like that. As you can see, though, when we play, we try to spread the love around with our weapons. We don't try to just roll with one. I know the proficiency in this game is pretty important, but at the same time, you gotta spread that damage around a little bit. Alright, so this one has a little less accuracy, it feels like. Because I feel like my cursor's right over him, I'm not hitting him, so. Not that that's the end of the world, but. For some reason this playthrough though, we're getting all the guns we want. Like, I'm loving this. That's right. That's gonna get us killed. Lower accuracy, much better fire rate. Sure, fine. We'll bite. We'll try it. We already went down in accuracy anyway, might as well go down again. Damn. I don't remember if you can headshot them out of the thing or not. And why are you scratching at me, cat? You can, I guess. Alright. Well, the damage on this thing is kind of crappy compared to, I guess, our regular guns. But we're conserving ammo here, so we'll take the fight this way, I suppose. Alright. It's got a fast reload on it, so I guess I can deal with the lower accuracy for a little while here. It feels so weird to not have to have the reticle like directly over their head to hit a shot. So this gun's either really good or really bad. Oh yeah, regular loot box. And we got a completed quest as well. What do we got here? Ooh, we're full on stuff. Okay, so let's go into our little bag of crap here and dump some stuff. What's worth like nothing? Oh, we're getting to the point now where we're actually not finding too much chuffy stuff anymore. Part of me wants to run back to the beginning quick and go dump everything. Just so we can keep looting. I mean, the important thing, I guess, right now is while we're not necessarily buying a lot ourselves, we are going to get to the point where we're going to want to start buying stuff soon here. So we'll just jump down quick, go to those machines. It only takes 2 minutes out of our day anyway.
Get your meds here.
That sucks too that we still haven't found a I don't think we found a class perk yet for us. Okay, so that pistol's fine. We agree our sniper can go. Well, 60 times 9 is a lot stronger than what that was, so we'll do that. And actually, we'll lock the shotgun in right away. Oh. And we're gonna quickly just sell off the SMG. We haven't found really an SMG yet that made us happy. They're just kind of ho-hum. And it only holds 2 shots. Whatever. I think we cleared all this stuff out. I think there's maybe a couple more things to loot over here. Nothing. I don't think we missed anything too major though. We can scoop there. No, we can scoop there. Okay. I think as long as everybody else is okay with the open world RPGs, I think we're going to keep doing those for our weekend games just because I really, really like them. They're fun for me.
All right,
See how strong this gun is. Okay. Yeah, that works for me.
Oh my God!
That's worse in every way. Okay. Hit a save point. Oh, my phone's going crazy right now.
Got him down!
I'm really good at this.
Awesome!
Alright, so I guess just in this situation, feels good to have a shotgun right now. Even if it is just 2 shots, this thing is well worth its weight in pennies. When you hit your shots
Time
first.
to play! Time to play!
I tried this thing does extra melee damage too, which is nice. Actually, we probably should have let him down us just to get the second win, because we would have came back with a little more health, but that's fine. I guess we can just keep on slow regenerating it. Is there anything up here that's relevant? Probably not, no. Nothing at all, okay. Well, whatever. Quickly put our sniper back on. I I got so used to the Morrowind buttons, I keep trying to right mouse bumper to get out of windows or out of the maps, and it's like, that's not how you do it. That's just not how you do it. That's not what I want. We want this. Nope. There we go. Feels kind of cheap to just walk up to him, but that shotgun is so strong right now. The 60 times is almost double the power of everything else we found. Am I stuck? Nope. There we go. Fight for our life after we destroy him. Nope. Damn. I don't feel like we should have died there, but we did. That sucks too. That's one of those feel bad moments. Got all of our guns reloaded here. I mean, I guess half of them are gone now, so that's a positive.
Yes, feel it.
I guess it kind of sucks that we had to lose the four grand to make that better, but
Squeal before we cook ya.
Dead. Dead. Wow. The 93% accuracy on this one.
You'll pay for that.
There we go. Snipe much? Well, right now I think the one I have on, the accuracy is on, it's only 93, and it just feels like the aiming on the PC version, while it should feel cleaner for me, it feels like it's just a bit off for me, and I don't know why. What's up, Vitamin K? How you doing, man? Look at that, like that was dead on him and it missed. You can't even tell me that's my fault. Okay, that last shot wasn't dead. Dead. That's nice. Dude, nothing wrong with a lazy Sunday. You know, today was so good for me. It was super easy. Edited some videos. Oh, this has been running flawlessly for us. It runs really easy on the laptop. We haven't had any issues with it. No random CPU spikes. The only thing I wish is that, because I can see it on my extra screen, is that this game at 30 frames per second and only 720 does not look anywhere as near, like my screen, it looks so crisp and so gorgeous. And I'll look at my extra screen, and my extra screen looks kind of nasty. It's like, I swear it looks really good. Like, this game aged really well for it being as old as it is. And as for guns, like, we have, like, we found some good ones. I've been really happy with what we have, but we're always just like that one little bit away from making the gun almost be decent. Oh, okay. So, as you can see here in my menu, it's got the damage, which is clearly how much damage it inputs or outputs. The accuracy, I think the highest accuracy you can get, I've never seen a gun with 100. I want to say it was like a 997 or something like that. There is a little D&D aspect to it where sometimes even with dead aim, like, you'll still miss. The fire rate is how quickly it fires, so every 1 second it fires off 1.4 bullets, which is pretty good. And then it's got +4 to the average magazine size. This one does an extra 76% overall damage, an extra 180% crit damage, and it has just a basic 1x weapon zoom. As compared to, I don't know if I have another one on me anymore or not. No. But it's... the color of the gun doesn't fully mean everything, but the color of the gun, it normally gives it more perks. Like this purple one here for being a pistol. It fires 8 shots, which is huge. The accuracy on it being a 92 is not that great, but it has a good reload speed. It's got the extra recoil reduction, it's got better accuracy, it's got better damage, and it's got a 4.1 weapon zoom, which is kind of funky. There is weird times in this game where you'll pick up like a shotgun that has a scope, and you're just like, okay. And you kind of feel like you're getting trolled a little bit. But I love this game. If you love first-person shooter games, and you love open-world games, like Morrowind, or any of the Elder Scrolls, or like Fallout, there's a ton of fun to be had in this game. And then as you go, you can go to these little stores, these little boxes, and you can sell off your chuff you don't want anymore. We are keeping our weaker grenades for now with the 35 damage, because the transfusions leech off people and heal you, like your grenades have lifelink, and those are pretty good. That's really bad. But it's not always about the color, but the rarer the weapon, the more stuff it does. So you do normally want a ton of rare weapons. But most of the rare ones we've picked up so far have been pretty awful, so I've usually just been dumping them off.
This one is a brute, and he has a powerful shield you will need to whittle down before you can hurt him. Don't let him touch you.
I'm actually going to put the pistol on here over the sniper, just because if I remember right, this is a pretty enclosed fight. I don't know how much time I've spent on this game. I've put like... beat the game with every class like 2 times over. Twink and I went through it a couple times as well. We went through all the DLC. I love Borderlands. Some of the bosses, depending on how far along you are either really easy or really hard. I don't feel like this boss fight is being too rough for us. And that's my ultimate. I phase walk. While I'm phase walking, I heal. When I go out of it and into it, I deal damage. Yeah, this dude's pretty much being a blow for us, which is fine. But yeah, as you can see here, our pistol fire is ridiculously quick. Okay, so everybody's dead. Oh, that's Mocha snoring. I'm sitting here like, what is wheezing? Is someone around me? It's the stupid cat. Okay, so he dropped us a shotgun. And so it's purple, so it's supposed to be better. It does 57 damage time 11 shells. So each slug or pellet that hits from it will do 57 damage. It's got 0 accuracy. And the fire rate is 4.2. So it fires off pretty quick. 10,000% burst count fire. So it fires off super fast. It does an extra 106% melee damage. and then it does 150% extra melee damage. Now, as you can see here, I have my shotgun up. When you're hovering over a gun, it tells you this one does more damage, this one has less accuracy than the one I have, and this one fires a lot faster. So we will use it. The spread on this gun is awful. It pretty much fires in a really weird circle around your character, or out of the barrel of the gun. Like, this one's not super good, but if nothing else, it is just self-fodder. All the money in iridium.
I bet you would like to know what that is. The vault is real. What you are holding is the key that opens it. One part of it, anyway.
Things I like about this game is, to a point like Elder Scrolls, I don't know if they had it in the second or pre-sequel, I don't remember. There's weapon proficiency, so as you're going, the more you use your shotgun, you'll get better with shotguns. As you use more pistols, you do that. And then each character in the game...
The Atlas Corporation, Crimson Lance D Company, 3rd Starborn Brigade. I have just been informed that you have arrived on Pandora in search of the vault, and within minutes have started killing the locals and causing a disturbance. This planet is under the authority of the Atlas Corporation, and any Iridian artifacts found here are Atlas property. Possession of such property carries a stiff penalty. I invite you to turn yourself in at once to the nearest Lance outpost and surrender any information or artifacts in your possession. Consider this your one and only warning.
Most of the story in this game is carried out through those weird little echo logs, or whatever they are known as. Oops. Now, as I was saying before I stopped to let her talk, each character, kind of by default, has one thing that they increase. Like for our character here, she increases her fire rate, and she deals with SMGs, and she deals with elemental damage if you choose to go that route. So far, because I'm letting our viewers pick the way we've gone, so far we've gone into the controller, which is more of a healing tree. So we've increased our shields to protect ourselves. We gain life when we phase walk, and then we also, killing an enemy causes our shields to regenerate quicker. So we're going for more of a pillow fort style build, just to make sure that, you know, we stay alive as long as we can. I feel like there's a box, yeah. Like, I played this game so much, I think I still remember 10 years after where everything is, or for the most part where most stuff is. Wow. Like, really, game, my cursor was right over him. Don't get me wrong, I played number 2 a lot, and I did play a good chunk of the pre-sequel, but for me, number 1 was just so much better. See, I felt like the pre-sequel, and I was saying this last night a little bit too, is that it didn't feel like its own game. It kind of felt like more of just like a DLC. I didn't really like any of the characters there. Oh, he's level 18. I never really fell in love with anybody. Number 2 did have really, really good DLC. And I still remember when number 1 released its DLC, and I bought the Mad Moxies thing. I was really sad because it's more like a 1v1 dueling pit and extra storage for your stuff, and I didn't know it at the time because I really didn't have access to the internet, and that super bummed me out because it was just like a complete and utter waste of my money at the time. That was kind of sad, Panda. So we'll just sell some of this crap off here to open up more of our space. A lot of this stuff is just trash at this point. We'll just roll with Sledge's shotgun. We'll leave that for now. Get rid of that for now. But I still think number 1 was probably my favorite. The pre-sequel was just, like I said, it felt too much like DLC and not its actual own game. Though, I would probably go through it again.
Look at you roll.
You know, I'm getting excited because I know number 3 is going to come out soon. And that will be one of those games where when that comes out, you will see that on this channel. I love it. Good or bad, I'm going to grab it right away, start playing it, because I'll fall for the hype. I'm going to hope it's fantastic out of the gate. I'm hoping they don't go with microtransactions and stuff. That kind of make me sad, but we'll see. See, I felt the soldier in this one was really busted. Though I feel like Wilhelm was pretty good too from the pre-sequel. I still think pound for pound, because I remember playing this with Twink a lot, that Lilith was just like the most busted one, because her phase walk could just one-shot any character, pretty much 1v1 when you're actually dueling against human players, which was stupid. Her power levels are obscene in this game. Yeah, no, the way you could stack Soldier was really good too, his little one-man thing. I liked Brick a lot. Like, I really, really loved Brick.
Don't forget to check out
Was it here? No, it's Dr. Ned.
I'll drink to that. Busted up 9 toes and beat the hell out of Sledge? You're making a name for yourself in these parts. I already...
Oh yeah. Travel to Dalton Headland and speak with Ernest Whitting. Can do. Nah. Mordecai was so good. His bird wasn't the greatest. The fact that it picked you up like health and ammo in the fight was nice. And I kind of felt like I'm not going to say he's the designated first person or the first single player character, but like being snipers, you could definitely sit back and get your cheap shots in from a mile away and then throw the bird out there and just finish guys off. I spent the least amount of time with Lilith because every time I played with Twink, he always picked the Siren for every game. I liked Brick, but it feels like Brick takes too long, to get going. Like, the first 20 levels with him or so just suck. Yeah, that's who I picked in the pre-sequel. You know, Twink was kind of shocked because he thought I was going to go with the Captain America character. I think it was Athena. And instead I was like, dude, you get to play as Claptrap. I'm playing Claptrap. Like, there's no way I won't play Claptrap. I think that's the only mission we have right now. So that's what we're going to go do, I guess. I did like playing as Handsome Jack as well. And then in number 2, I want to say it was number 2. The breathing limitations, yeah, were really good for Claptrap. What's it called? The Necromancer? I think she was from number 2. Maybe she was pre-sequel. I liked her a lot. I hit the wrong button. We'll get back in here. Necromancer was pretty strong. And the fact that she could, like, the robot would glitch through walls and stuff. And they never really... See, I never got to... I did like Tina. If they made her a character, I honestly never got to play with her. But Tina was really funny. The Dungeons & Dragons-esque DLC they made was so nuts. See, I liked Hammerlock and the one mission where you had to kill the Skags, and after a while he got so sick of them he just started calling them boner farts. Yeah. And in number 2 with Torg's DLC, like, Torg is the man. Just all that was so good. But I still liked 1 more as, like, just a standalone game. I know the DLC in 2 was great, but because 1 was fresh and brand new when I started playing, like 2 we kind of expected, you know, like you knew going in.
You think the vault is real, eh? Everyone is talking about it. This is the biggest thing that's happened here in a long time. Think of the visitors we will have. Listen, if you find it, what's inside could be worth a fortune. But only if you get the right partner to help you sell it. So, partners?
And I will say, the ending in number 1 was a giant letdown for me. I was just like, really? That's how the game ends? Like, come on, really?
Downloading and analyzing your DNA record. Human status confirmed. Access to the doll headland is granted. Please stand by while I activate the gate for you.
I love Claptrap.
And yes! You are now free to enter the doll headland. Please enjoy your relaxing stay. Interesting fact, based on your current stress patterns, I calculate a 94.3% chance that you will encounter an unfortunate death experience.
What do you want to happen? Normally for the story, I'll quit talking. Just for the people who are actually following the story. Oh, so the truth is, the game ends, literally, it's nothing. It's like a big prank. It just pretty much lets you know there's gonna be a second game, and that's essentially how it ends. It's just like, that's how you tie your whole game up into a bow, is just by being like, there's gonna be more. It's just a giant troll. It's a feels bad moment, because I was expecting, not like, this game doesn't have a bunch of story anyway, at least the first one doesn't. And it really ends like the game has literally no story. It's just a giant letdown. I felt like they could have done just anything better with it, and instead it's just, you fight this guy and then it's just like, well, stuff and things happen, but who knows? You don't know. I don't know. And okay. Rescue Lucky Zephyr, and oh, this is where you get like the coolest shotgun. You get the elephant shotgun. But I think that the Borderlands franchise, like as a whole, for me, they're right up there with like Gears of War. For me, I loved Gears of War.
My old buddy, I mean asshole that ruined my mom's girl parts. Well, sounds like he's in trouble, so you go on ahead and try to keep him alive long enough so I can kill him at a later occasion.
Once we get to actually meet Scooter, Scooter's a really hilarious character. I like Scooter a lot. Now I probably should just get out of the car to fight this guy, but like, these guys. But it conserves ammo. Okay. What are we, FOMO-going, if you will? For shooters? I would probably say I don't know, because I really only said Gears and I said this. Let me see. I know I would probably marry Borderlands because I like Borderlands a lot. I'd probably do the dirty a lot with Gears, because that was another franchise too that I got that one like right as it came out, and that's actually, that game single-handedly made me get Xbox Live, because after Twink and I beat the main story and we found out there was stuff to do online, we're like, dude, we have to play this online, because we just absolutely loved it. This this might actually be bad for us. We'll see. Good old Skagzilla. So on skags like these, their sweet spot is either the parts where they aren't scaled, or their mouth. But you can only really get their mouth when it's open. And I also like the fact too with this game that unlike other kind of open world shooter games or RPG games, is that in this you can pay money to respec your skill points. So instead of having to, like, let's say remake a new character altogether, you can just go, no, I want to change my character now. It does get more expensive as you do it, so after a while, I'm not going to say it's unattainable, but like, it becomes so expensive it kind of deters you from doing it. But right now, because we're still early enough in the game, I think it only cost me, I want to say like $1,000 or $2 to do it. So it kind of lets you know, like, okay, so you don't want to play this way. Give us a couple bucks and we'll let you update it. So I don't know, for the people out there who watch Magic or not, if the GP in Oakland is done or not yet. But I was kind of let down by the top 8 decks. Like, I can't say I'm surprised, but I was definitely let down by what made top 8. Come on. Got him here? No? There we go. Now let's compare some guns here before we try to switch them around a little bit. That pistol is worse in every way. That shotgun is technically worse in every way. Okay. Now for people in the know, or who have watched me already, we're not going to go turn this in right away. I like to do as many missions as possible before we go back. So we're going to bang the next one out here. They're getting lucky. Bandits killed 15. You showed up at the right time. Bandits aside. It's too late. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh. Let's see what we got here. Go back to our guns. Turn the shotgun off for a little bit. Oh, that's right, we got a car over there. But I think that Borderlands, even with the blemish that was the pre-sequel, and even with so they crashed into our car and got stuck, huh? Okay. And then even with the weird, like, the Tales from Borderlands games that came out, and I didn't really like that one that much. I really found that kind of hard for me to get into. I still think that Borderlands is probably like a top 3 franchise for me. I could easily see me saying that Gears of War 2 is a top 3 for me. just because of the people I probably got to play it with. Like, I loved playing with Twig, and then when 3 came out, we got his brother into us. We were playing with his brother, and we got Todd into it, and I love Todd. Like, that was just nice to be able to have a game that we could all sit down and play the Horde mode on. Because when they added that, man, that was so huge for that game. Like, that's what got a lot of our group replaying Gears of War, you know, was when that Horde mode came out. And the fact that it was free too was absolutely insane. You know, it turns out that now they started including Horde mode into the Gears games because people were buying Gears just for the Horde mode. Like, that is nuts.
It's time for my pound of flesh!
That's what I thought.
Time to play! Time to play!
You know, I think too for shooters, like, we didn't really get super hardcore into Call of Duty like when MW2 came out and everyone was playing MW2. I still wasn't very big into Call of Duty then. I didn't really start playing Call of Duty a lot until Ghost came out. And a lot of people hated Ghosts. I hated the map in Ghost. The maps were just way too big for the game. You could tell that those maps were designed with like completely different game modes or a different game in mind. Where am I getting hit from? There we go.
Little one, time to die!
And Ghost had so much weird stuff in it too. Like you could play as Michael Myers. Like I loved that. That to me was probably one of the coolest DLCs for any game ever. And getting the Juggernaut suit and hearing the Halloween theme, the dun dun dun, like that was just beautiful. Oh, don't even get me started. I'm full. Oh, now we're full. Okay. I guess we're not. Oh, that was for the ammo. Okay.
More meat for me!
This game is so dirty though, just because it really pries at your heartstrings. Like this game knows everybody likes to know what's behind door number 1, right? So it just, you have to see. Wait, what? Oh, it's one of those shotguns that shoots rockets. Nice. I forgot those things even existed. Well, we're only 1 damage less, better accuracy, and it sets them on fire. Okay, I think we found a better sniper now, so that makes me kind of happy. I don't think that rocket launcher is as good as the one we have, but that's okay. We're gonna wait to save him. We're gonna kill some of the guys outside first. I think there's a few bumming around. Maybe not. Thought there was. We're gonna sell some of our stuff first. Compare some weapons here, get that out of the way.
Hyperion asks,
And then go from there.
that doesn't shoot where you point. Get a gun that's as accurate as you are.
So what do we got going on here? Okay, so we know this is crap. That's crap. That's crap. Okay. Okay, so actually that rocket launcher is a little better than the one that we just picked up, just because the damage on it is much bigger. Though it does shoot 3 rockets at a crack, I don't feel like that's a bad downside. Sell these.
Who needs a real vodka?
You got my machines in there, scary needles.
So Vitamin K, since you asked me that question, what do you like for shooter games? What kind of shooter games do you play? Like I was just totally sitting on the John. He's just like, I don't even care who comes in here to save me. Just gonna squeeze out a power duke and away I go.
Hey, thanks for keeping that dick bag alive long enough for me to pound on later. Much as it pains me to admit, Lucky knows the area better than anyone. I want to use him while he's alive for me not having killed him at all.
You don't need to be a better shot. You just need to shoot more bullets.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought there was a loot box over here somewhere. Yeah, I spent, like I said, I put way too much time into these games, but like,
I sure got you right now.
we'll spawn it by us.
Enough walking.
Oh. Yeah, we'll say any kind of game that uses a gun, just because I was pretty vague on my answer, so I can't be like, no, you have to choose this. Because I mean, Gears of War is technically a third-person shooter. These are first-person shooters, so like, yeah.
Get out of here.
Wait. Oh, that's right. You gotta climb these things. Ah. See? Like for me, like I said, that kind of question was super easy just because, especially over the last. See, I do like the Metal Gear Solid series overall. Like the story's really weird. Sadly, as much as I love cowboy stuff, like Western things, I never played the first Red Dead, and like part of me regrets it. Oh yeah, I forgot these little slug things. Yeah. Now, I'm assuming when you mean Metal Gear 1, you're talking about the one for the PlayStation, not like the really wonky Nintendo version. Though I played that as a lot as a kid, and I was just like, why would I want to sneak around? Why wouldn't I just want to destroy things? Snake Eater was the third one, right? I want to say it was the third one. Yeah, I played a lot of 3. Really, the one I played the most of was number 2, and that was really sad for me because, like, as a kid, I didn't realize the game was kind of trolly to where you didn't actually play as Solid Snake. So when they're like, "You're this dude," I was like, "Oh, I love Solid Snake," and then they're like, "Just kidding, you're right," and I was like, Oh, dude one shot the little guy. Oh yeah. Where'd he go? Check that gun in a little bit. I love when you level up in this game too, because it quickly gives you all your health back and stuff. Like, beautiful, just lovely. Just lovely. Fast travel's now online. The system allows you to travel. Cool. See, and this was one of those games too that like Morrowind, I never felt bad for having to walk. Like, there is times where, you know, we would clearly use the fast travel, but normally I just love traversing this game.
Of the winds! It's time for my pound of flesh!
See, like deep down, I would believe that that's why they did that, is just because, you know, Snake's not some hunky dude. But let's get serious here, right? Like, women digs dudes with a gravelly voice, you know? I mean, that guy had balls of steel, and you're gonna tell me that that's not attractive? Come on now, like, that's super attractive. At least to me, I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't see what's wrong with that, but maybe I'm old. We're probably just old. Nah, I think we're still fine with the weapons we have on. Oh yeah, so we got a perk here. So I'm gonna let you guys vote where we put it. We can either put it into the last one, which is each bullet that I fire has a chance to daze the enemies, which reduces their movement speed and their accuracy. Or we're gonna go into Quicksilver, which increases our fire rate with all weapons. Spark, increase our elemental chance with elemental weapons. Increase our crit damage. Or increase our resilience for a few seconds after phase walking. Now, first one to vote, that's where I'm going to put the point. The rule is, whoever votes, I put 5 points into that skill before we go on to the next ones. I mean, we could also go into our melee skin days, but we don't really melee a lot. Phase Blast can daze, which is actually pretty good too. I feel like we should. We got a spark. Alright, spark it is. Not spark came up first. Rule was first person to vote. As for who won the GP, I would assume probably Dollars to Donuts. That KCI did probably won. Wrong, but the last time I saw the GP records,
another walking.
Who was it? I think an American list had beat a KCI. KCI beat, I want to say Ancient Servants, or not Ancient Servants. Yeah, Ancient Servants. And I think one of the Phoenix deck, I believe, lost to KCI. What I was told. What are we doing? Oh yeah, we're going back to this side. And how are you doing tonight, Sparklechic? I see that you commented. You are the reason why we named our character Sparklechic. So what we'll do is, with the next skill point we do, once we finish up the spark, we'll finish off the last one just for you. Eliminate road bandit patrols. Mad Mel. Wonder where they stole that name from. Has blocked the road to New Haven, spends most of his time terrorizing the southern parts of the headland. He hardly ever comes up here if you want to face him. It still kind of makes me sad that, like, I have no way to legitimately scroll through this. I'm not really sure why. But it doesn't actually let us scroll through the text on this. Maybe I'm doing it wrong.
If he took more than one shot, you weren't using a Jacobs.
That's gotta go. That's gotta go. That's gotta go. Whole bunch of stuff. The worst part about living out here is the frequent skank attacks. It's the traffic, and by traffic I mean those bandit bastards. So I think what we're probably gonna do. I'm glad to see you're doing all right. Did you do anything fun or exciting today? And what about you, Phoenix Rising? Do anything super sweet today? Super fun? Just have a casual day? Nice little easy day? What do we got here for missions? I want to try to go find this revolver first. I'm a sucker for hand cannons. We a sucker for hand cannons. Well, I guess we're gonna do these. You destroyed a pizza? That's pretty good. Dude, I wish I would have had pizza today. Sadly, what did I eat? I made some pastrami sandwiches earlier today. For the first time in a while, I did not prepare my girlfriend dinner, so she'll be sadly shocked when she comes home. But overall, we're pretty happy with today. You know, did some editing. Did some switching around a little bit of some stuff and things, so it was a fairly easy day here. I was pretty happy with it. Normally I'd look at it as pretty boring, but I feel like overall it was pretty good. Oops. Oops. Well, I'm pretty sure that that was exciting for your hamster. Dude, pets love clean cages. Coming from someone who has a lot of animals, yeah, no, that hamster is happy. And I'm assuming for the Pokemon game, you are talking about your Let's Go Pokemon, or not Let's Go, but your Eevee, I want to say was the one you were playing right now. I think. Am I stuck again? Okay, I didn't. I feel like I'm being trolled. Come on, sniper parts, where you at? Or not sniper, revolver parts. That's right, the other one's in that cage. Yeah. I like that. Extra treats. Why not? I know normally when I clean out the pig pens like really well too. They get a little bit extra. They know who loves them. Now I gotta remember how this thing opened again. Or do you have to go from the top down, right? Was that it? I want to say it was. But I ain't that smart anymore. There we go. Well, I guess since we just shut a valve off. Wait, that's it. Fuel tanks. Or did I do the mission already? We'll do that one now. Start shutting off some of the oil valves, I guess. Why do you keep kicking me, cat? I thought you loved me. Back to the conversation quickly on the GP. I felt like that really let me down. That was not a very exciting topic at all. I look at that top 8 and I go, is that really what modern's become? Is that really what modern has turned into? And it kind of bums me out just because that was supposed to be the cool mid-range format, and that's clearly not the way it's boiling down at all. As someone who plays cards, maybe not so much modern anymore, but it's sad because I got into the format pretty early on. and to kind of watch it break down the way it has, a little disheartening for me. Wow, that we missed like every shot that was lame sauce. Well, clearly it hit me, so it's got to be close. I tried those things float a little bit. I should probably just turn on my shotgun there. Do I even have it equipped? I don't right now. Who needs a sneaking shotgun anyway? What do we got going on here? Okay, so we got to do one more valve here, then we'll go on to the next mission. Again, if you're just tuning in, we like to do as many missions as humanly possible before we turn them in. I just like kind of turning them on right away, getting a big chunk of experience instead of one here, going back, getting another mission, or turning one in. I feel like that's a little more tedious. So hopefully that doesn't offend anybody who's watching. I don't know why I made this instead of the machine gun. I should have made the one with the rocket launcher. Does anyone have any exciting plans coming up for next week? Anything super fun or cool? Anyone go back to school? I know that I think it either starts soon or maybe already started for some people. Are you guys in college? You gotta get out of there. That was a bad move to fight it like that. I figured, I got this. Head back to the walking. That kind of sucks. But I'm sure you were glad to have some time away. But I'm also sure that you're ready to get back to school and get back on that grind. We're actually going to equip a rocket launcher now instead of, I guess, the sniper for the time being in case we get downed again. Easiest way to take the cars down is just crack them with a couple rocket shots and they should be good. We'll also switch to the rocket launcher here.
Let's get some wheels.
And also for anyone who wants to know, the reason why the cart is blue is because Sparklechic has blue hair, so I figured we could make the vehicle match the hair. Maybe it's not the exact same shade, but it's as close as we could get. I guess we'll do this one next just because it's only level 18 and I want to say we are higher than that. So we'll do the fuel, destroy the 3 fuel tanks. Now, are you glad to get back to school because you want to get back to school? Or are you glad to go back to school to get out of a certain town? Because there's a big difference there. Ooh, a vending machine. Actually, I don't even know if we've been picking up any stuff. Yeah, it's kind of... Actually, that right could... Oh, no, there's a dude on us. I heard crying and squeaking. We'll actually put our shotgun back on because those little flying things are annoying. That's fair. That's why I asked. Does it auto fire? It does auto fire both shots. Okay. Well, whatever. It eliminates the bugs. And I closed the door behind me. that's right, this thing does extra damage because it has a little horn on it. So really, I probably just could have been swatting those things down my hand, but whatever. It's more fun to fire off a gun. It's gotta be. I don't know, it's pretty satisfying too, though. Wow, that does a lot of damage. That's one shot, too. Yeah, well, of course, that one would be a little more. That was a badass one. Where'd the bug go? Where'd it go? There it is. Dead. I like how it says blow up the fuel tank and that's all the explosion you get. Like, there's clearly not that much in there. And then I don't know if any of you who are regular viewers on the channels or not actually read the little bottom descriptions that we have, but we did update our About Me a little bit today to sort of show more what we're doing. I know one of the first lines I put on there was, you know, oh, it's the only one more year. That's not terrible bad. But start of the new year here, we might make a little more, some more tweaks and changes just to try to see what happens. Because since we started going on almost 3 months ago now, we kind of been on the same schedule, which is good. But I feel like I want to keep trying more stuff just to see what happens. So we might be trying some different stuff, things, formats here. For my people who are watching, if they like magic, we might have a podcast in our future with my stream team. Did we seriously die with nobody around? Well, that sucks. We're not getting up here. We're not getting up. That's lame. I love the fact that the fast travel works like that too. It's, and I think my vehicle's gone. No, there we go. Oh well, we got some ammo here, so at least get some free ammo back. Boom. There was a chest back here, so we can loot that. Another ammo loot crate here. But sadly, when we play games and that, we're not like overly joyous and jumping to the walls and that. That's not who we are. We're pretty laid back. We're pretty casual overall about things. So I wanted to make sure that it was reflected down in the comments or down in the About Me that, like, you know, you're not gonna see someone doing cartwheels or jumping jacks and all that fun stuff. We're pretty mellow overall. So hopefully people are okay with that and can accept that. That's more who I am. Oh, combat rifle with 60 damage? Oh, yeah. Oh, that was one of those weird 3-burst ones, probably.
Shots fired from these weapons have a chance of splattering acid on your target. The acid eats through armor and flesh in no time at all, and can spread to other nearby enemies.
You know, if I could do a cartwheel and not have to worry about snapping the screws in my leg, I would probably say fine. But I think Rachel would be pretty upset for like, how'd you break your leg again? I mean, go, well, you see, somebody really wanted to see a cartwheel. And me being the lovely showman that I am, I can't let my fans down snap. I don't know if I want to risk that one or not. I know I keep telling myself, like, I can run, and I want to try to run again, and then every time I build up the oomph to want to. I'm always like, what if I break my leg though? Like they said I would never run again. What if the doctors were right? What if I'm just not meant to run again? Is that really something that we're not okay with not being able to do? I honestly feel like I was more... Again, game? You did this to me again. Okay, we can't shoot into those, correct. Oh, come on. No, we gotta reload. Well, we're not getting it that time. I feel like as time goes on here, I'm honestly less and less with peace about my leg. And that's, in my mind, like, that's not how that should go. I feel like I should just, you know, like, I know what happened, I should accept it. And for some reason, as time goes on, I'm finding it harder and harder to just go, well, you know, that's how that goes. You know what happened, you know what you did. And it's kind of weird. I don't think it should be that way. Clearly it is that way. At least for me. But I still feel like I kind of let Rachel down a little bit. I don't know. It's whatever. It's gotta be whatever. So let's see what we got here. We're gonna go kill the little bugs at the racetrack now. Because if I remember right, this one also has a hidden achievement tied to it where, like, if you can race around the course quick enough, I want to say it gave you some badass rank. Though I don't know how well I'm going to be able to drive with a mouse. I feel like I felt a little sturdier on controller for some reason with that. What? I do that way too often. Yeah, well, we botched that run up. We botched that run up. I suppose for now we should just keep our eye on the prize and try to kill those bugs. Right now we're not trying to play for badass rank. We're trying to play to get the missions done. Yeah, we got one. Wow, that thing was worth 600 when we ran it over. I wonder what that thing was worth otherwise. What's wrong, Mocha? Why are you moving around, dog? Oh, it's because it's a badass one. Yeah, those are always worth muchos skill points. Normally I don't care too much about the gold when we're running things over, but I really want to get this gun. I guess that thing wasn't a total failure. Depending on how it fires. Ooh, that's a total failure. I wish I would have stayed in the car for that. Oh well. You win some, you lose some. To go squash more bugs. I will say that I think the vehicles in number 2 were a lot better. I know it's a weird little complaint. I wouldn't even say it's a complaint, but like... Got him. I feel like I didn't kill that one. That's okay, there should be more than bugs everywhere. All the bugs were still killed, we still have so many to go. So I'm thinking after we beat Borderlands 1, I'm probably going to go through the DLC too, not just the main quest, the main story. I'm thinking after number 1 though, I'm probably going to fire up number 2, go through 2. So for anyone who hasn't played them yet or seen them, they kind of do like a side-by-side comparison to see what the one they like better. Right, so now that that is done, what's left here? Go get an elemental thing. Okay. I like how even though this is kind of one of the smaller areas in the game, there's still a good chunk to traverse. And I know I haven't done a whole bunch of looking around either. I always thought this was one of those games though where it's like, it's okay to explore every nook and cranny, but sometimes the payoff is just not there. Semi-automatic. This will be switched. I feel like our original one was better. Yeah, the damage on it's a lot weaker, but it fires at a faster rate. It has a bigger clip. I think we'll just roll with this one.
Time to pound some meat balls! Blood!
Sledge's shotgun point blank is absolutely insane. This was another part of the game too, right? That like made me sad. Not an actual like boo-hoo way, but wow. Well, it's good to see if we break every shot. Really, you're not dealing like any corrosive damage. The acid damage under the chance to hit with the acid on that must be pretty low. I can hit better not aiming down sights with that thing than I can aim. That's so sad. Than I can aiming down sights. Oh hey, boxes. I think we got some chuff to sell. Quickly push that off. Get rid of it.
You won't regret it.
Okay, now if I remember right with these, the class mods, it only gave you plus to your ability if you already had a point in there. So it said it would increase our spark. So our spark would then be at a default of 3. And what was the other one? Striking? What was that? Okay, well we put nothing into striking, so I don't believe it would give us anything in striking, but it would increase our elemental chance more. And if I remember right, I do have one. Team shield capacity. Oh, no, I'd rather have that one then. If it's giving us even extra shield, there's no point to poo-poo that away. Our old one is just better. I don't care that it does that. We're so close to using our better nades.
Iron Atlas, and you too can see what it feels like to hold the power of the gods
There's
in
nothing
your
there.
hands.
Okay. So then, while our character is regenerating her HP at a snail's pace, I'm going to quickly throw this over intermission. I'm going to go grab a beverage quick, use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Mic off. Mic off. Mic on.
Do you guys want some hay before we go back? I hear you squeaking. Here.
I don't have time to just stand here.
Chapo. And Dijon. There you go, guys. French fry, you got a ton of everything because you have your little hay trough. You ain't need no more. You ain't need no more. Man, the regenerate on our shield is so bad. Like, that almost just doesn't even seem worth it. I mean, yeah, we weren't gone forever, but we only gained not even 200 health back. Like, that's not that great. Whatever. Look back over the game, and here we go. As you guys heard, as I was coming back, my guinea pigs decided to scream at me. Need better shield? You think so? Like I said, normally I try to hang on to the ones that regen you, just because, you know, it's easier to play alone that way, but clearly our shield is quite bad.
Who needs a real doctor when you got my machines and they're scary needles?
Those aren't that much better. The only other shield we had that was probably better, we were dumb and we sold, because I'm like, I don't like this one very much. And, yeah, in retrospect, I probably should have hung on to that just because it was one of the overcharged ones. So it held a lot more and it recharged really quickly, but I was like, really no mention of them. And they're just so different. Oh yeah. The Krieg shotgun is so strong sometimes. So we will put that skill point into the Spark. See, now when I played this game normally by myself or with Twink, we wouldn't get any artifacts. Ew, it shoots rockets, those are sucky. We can't use that. We wouldn't get any artifact thingies until that first one. And now, yeah. For now, we'll just leave it on the explosive because we have that level 2, so it'll cause a little extra damage. Not necessarily a whole bunch, but clearly any little bit we can get is super important. Especially playing by ourselves. But look at how trippy these things look like. Like, for real? You got these weird wings on you and stuff?
Buy a first aid kit and you won't regret it.
I also have to remember to keep checking these for the class mods, because I always, for whatever reason, I don't really think about it. And I think for turning in missions, right? Yeah, we have to go turn in a whole bunch right now. Yeah.
Let's teach him a lesson!
Hopefully everyone here tonight, so far they've been enjoying themselves. I love Borderlands. Like I said, I can play this all the time. Last night, that 4-hour stream. Normally we only do it about 2.5, 3 hours. That 4-hour last night was easy. Does this Borderlands have legendary shields? You know, I think it does, but there's only a couple of them, if I remember right. Like, I don't think they are like a mainstay in this, or like a regular thing. That was weird. There was no rock there. Because I want to say this game had the B shield, and that's a legendary one. And if I remember right, that one got some nerfs because it was actually too strong. Way back. So let's turn this in. Yay, we got grenades we're gonna sell. Yay, we got experience and money. We got a rocket launcher we can sell. Look at all that free money. Kill Mad Mel, then talk to Claptrap to be allowed in New Haven. Oh yeah. Now, if I remember right in this, the B shield, was it in 2? Okay, then maybe this one didn't actually have. Wait, put our 58s on.
Needs a real doctor when you got my machines and they're scary.
No, if it was in 2, then I don't think it was in 1. But that thing was nuts up until they nerfed it. The damage that thing gave you was just gross. Dump for sniper now. Yeah, no, that was way too good. That wasn't. like really good doesn't begin to explain how good it was. That was just absolutely downright offensive.
If you need healing, step right up.
44% extra ignite damage, 30 extra percent. And that's not a shield. Those shields are pretty whack as well. So we're actually gonna go back to the dude to go get our other sniper rifle first, and then we'll go destroy Mad Mel. Because I think once Mad Mel is done, that'll get us out of this place altogether. Because like I said, this part was one of the smaller parts of the game. And here it comes. My favorite sniper in the game, though we're probably just going to end up selling it right away. Boom! I like that. Why don't you go shoot an elephant? Actually, the damage on that one's, I think, a lot better than ours. Nah, I guess we got the corrosive effect, though. Let's see what we got. Yeah, we'll put it on for a little while anyway. We'll see where it gets us. Why not? I love that no scope. Oh yeah. See, like I said, I still... Well, the problem with this gun, though, is that, like I said, it doesn't have a scope on it, so it's a no-scope sniper, which isn't, I guess, the end of the world. Oh, hey, there's a loot crate in here, actually. We missed one. We gotta go get that quick. Yes, they did. I want to say when you did one of Hammerlock's adventures, he gave you the elephant rifle as well. Now, how do we get upstairs again? I feel like I should just know this. How did I get upstairs? Yeah. And no, that thing is downright filthy. Well, I guess we're not getting up there. And I love, like I said, as a character, like I love Hamlock. No. This gun does not sway or make noises. This one's actually pretty straight. It's just the headshot damage on it is outrageous.
Okay, this Mad Mel guy, I know him. He's the one that's been stealing all my runners and putting them in the hands of these jagoffs. Hey, you say hello from Scooter. And by that I mean you just go murder the crap out of him, alright?
I know what gun you're talking about. When I got that gun, like the numbers on it were so good, but the effects on it are just so annoying. The random screeching and stuff was no fun. Oh, I didn't realize. Okay. Yeah, no, I forgot. It's like a cursed gun or whatever, and it makes the weird noises and stuff when you fire it. Twink and I were so confused when we got that gun. We were like, that thing has to be cool. And then we started firing it, and we were like, what is this nonsense? And I wish I had the instead of the rocket one. This one too, right? Like this game compared to the other game, number 2, that the rocket here doesn't follow. It just kind of like, you know, so it's not quite as good. It's lock on.
Yeah! Yeah!
I think. Uh-oh. I don't think we can. Unless something gets close to us by mistake. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Yeah. And I want to say the gun that was really stupid was an SMG. Thanks. Maybe it was a shotgun. the rocket launcher on right away instead of our sniper for now. I feel like that just makes more sense here. Where'd he go? No! Our respawn time was really bad there because we had been downed a couple times. Actually, looking at my extra screen, I got re-ran over. Wouldn't even have mattered. See, I like the SMGs better in this game than I did in 2. The fact that they removed the revolvers to me will always be weird. Like, I know they just kind of condensed the pistols and that into one, but the removing of the revolvers to me just seemed wrong. Wow, I'm getting deleted so fast here. Come on, game. Don't do this to me. Fine, I have a better idea. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I gotta go back and look at my mods. I think I still have it kind of toned up a little bit. I thought I toned it down, but I don't think it saved the settings, so I'll have to go back and look at that. Because I wanted to tone it down one just to see where that got us. Clearly, I don't feel like these get affected by effects. Uh-oh. Ah, we're missing our shots. Yeah, we're dead again. Wow, that rocket launcher feels like it has a really slow trajectory. Oh, we just have no sniper ammo at all. I guess we'll go pistol then. Okay, now the game just said burning psycho. Was he on the cart? Of course he is. Nope. I think we're dead again. Nope. Ah, we're so close to getting him. I could taste it. Like, that was so lame. We were right there. That's okay. I guess we have enough money that dying a little bit's not the end of the world, but... We got him this time. I'm feeling it. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me, game. Don't do this to me. There we go.
Well, who friggin' raw? Matt Mellon's gone, but his worthless piece of crap soul. You become quite the little go-getter out there. Drop by my shop and you get to New Haven. I'd quite like to meet you in person.
Just to regen a little bit of health here. We get it back pretty quick anyway, so I don't really feel too bad using it just to regen once in a blue moon. I think there's machines over here too, so we can buy some ammo quick. Being out of sniper shots is totes lame. Oh well.
Get you rolling, man.
Remake a machine gun one here.
Get out of here.
I've received proof of Mad Mel's demise. Claptraps everywhere will rejoice. Please wait while I enable access to New Haven.
See, personally for me, I don't really like the rocket ones in this just because the rockets don't home in.
Come on, let's get down. Come on, everybody.
So the rockets always feel like they're just short of doing legit good damage. They're always just that little bit off to me. Now, if we're talking about number 2,
Don't be shy now.
of course you go with the rocket ones because they home. But I always on this one, I always prefer the machine gun ones. Check if there's a chest over here.
Scooter asked me to tell you about a little something he needs done. You should ask him about it.
If you need healing, step right up.
Hello! There are new missions available at the New Haven bounty board.
Make sure you're packing.
I guess we'll just use our money here and increase all of our ammo capacity. We haven't been buying much from the vending machines anyway, so. I'm trying to remember what the Blade Runner even was. Oh, that's okay that you broke. You really don't buy a lot from vending machines. This game doesn't have like really great vending stuff. And now that we're level 22, hopefully our loot will be a little better. Yeah, the bandit vehicles were pretty sweet. But I mean, also in my defense, yeah, see, in this game, you didn't use money to get slots. You unlock them as you go. They give you little thingies or whatever, so. And I guess by default, we also already have the Mad Moxie DLC, so like, I have an extra briefcase to hold stuff if I really need to.
Well, looks like you fit right in. There are more important things to do here than chase after some fairy tale. The vault is not real.
Yeah, like right here, I think we'll get more. Something I always found weird in this though is that like, when they give you more space, instead of just giving it to you, you have to like unlock it. You have to actually use the item. I always thought that was kind of stupid.
See you soon.
And we have a point. And I did that wrong. I want that there.
Ever thought about settling down? We could use someone like you around here. Can I help you?
Hey, you hear when the water's gonna come back on?
Polar combines good damage, high fire rate, and recoil reduction into one lethal weapon.
But going from 1 to 2, like, the SMGs in this one felt a lot better to me. They definitely toned down the power of the siren from 1 to 2.
I'm transmitting to inform you that I've made a decision I think you won't like.
As administrator of New Haven, I am responsible for the well-being of its citizens. And in that capacity, I must keep the road to Sanctuary closed for now. Baron Flint's tribe and that infernal contraption of theirs are out on the salt flats, and I don't want citizens getting killed trying to get past them.
They definitely do have some pretty crazy shotguns. I do like the ones that were like the shotties that were fire as fast as you can.
Skipping all the details that would confuse the lot of you, I have concluded that the vault is more than likely genuine. In addition to that fact, which has probably burned a hole in your brain, the vault can only be opened once every 2 centuries. That time is about to arrive.
Though I can also say, I've had some really bad mix of weapons in that game too. It was like shotgun fires as fast as it can, fires off 2 bullets per shot, fires 1 single shot. It's like, really, game? That's my epicness that you're gonna give me. Like, that game had a lot of booby prizes in it too, though. The trolls were real. It did, but that's because I think with the success of 1, like, they kind of saw where they wanted to go with it.
Hey, you see my gun?
This ain't the kind of place to be alone.
And,
you ain't got
you
friends
know,
to count on, you gonna get dead.
Like, this game's funny. 2 did a pretty good job at amping that up for sure. We gotta save the claptrap first. I'm a sucker for claptraps.
Who needs a real doctor when you got my machines and their scary needles?
I'm convinced at some point.
What do you want? Spit it out. You got
we will
what
find
you
a better
need.
shield.
Now scram.
Man, I hate this place.
I just hope that Borderlands 3 is as far along as they say it is, and it'll actually be out in 2019, maybe early 2020. Like, I'd be super okay with that. Now, if I remember right, you follow this one, and he opens up another little door or something for you.
Good luck.
I just know, though, that with the impending doom of everyone and putting microtransactions in their game, part of me is really afraid that they might make a big mistake with loot boxes or something, and I'd be really upset about that. Like, that would break my heart. See, I would hope not, but seeing as how the last game they worked on, like, completely and utterly fell apart with Battleborn, I feel like they would. I'm not really sure, though, how you'd properly incorporate loot into the game. And, like, being Borderlands, I expected to have DLC right away. You know, and, like, 2 kind of had the microtransactions with you could buy skins, you know, like, but that was up to you. I do expect more of that. And I'm okay with that. Like, if someone wants to pay $1 for a skin, or $2 for a skin, as long as it doesn't change the
What can I do
game,
for you?
that's fine. Like,
The Vault is a story to give hope to the
that doesn't
helpless.
actually make me
Nothing
mad.
more.
Oh no, the skins were absolutely hot. But like,
Watch your back out there.
to me, skins don't affect the game. And I know a lot of people might say otherwise. But the way I look at it is if someone wants to wear a skin bad enough to where they'll pay $1 for it, you know, I can't, you know, it does support the company more. And I do understand too that most game companies make more profit right now from their DLC than they do the actual making of their game. So I can't necessarily point the finger and go, oh, you know, that's wrong. Because every company wants to make money. Look at what EA makes every year for their stuff. Well, exactly. I mean,
This is the place to catch a ride. You can paint all kinds of
no, we
pretty
can't. I don't
colors
think we can drive a car through here. Okay. But the thing with Epic Games, compared to, let's say, Borderlands, right, is the part of Fortnite that everybody plays is free. Right? When I'm already paying $60 for a game, you shouldn't be groomed into, well, there's gonna be microtransactions. Like, to me, that's frustrating. Or like games with their season pass. You know why Fortnite has a season pass? And people are willing to pay for it hand over fist? Because it's a free game. So if you want to support them, that's great. But I feel like so many people are just like accepting the fact that there's going to be microtransactions, and for me, I don't like that. I don't feel like we should just be groomed to expect the fact that, well, you know, it's not that bad. Like, you know, for Overwatch, I didn't mind that they have the loot crates for the skins. I bought some, not a whole bunch, but I mean, we spent $20 to get the skin we wanted. Did I have to do that? Of course not. Did I want to do that? Of course I did. I wanted that skin. But when you're paying for a game, as compared to playing Fortnite for free, it's a night and day example, or a difference. You know, I think the way Fortnite does it is technically correct. Here's our game for free. If you want to buy stuff, you can. And look at how much money they've made off that. You know, I wonder if other games are looking at that going, well, if they can make that much off a free game. That was the wrong button. You know, like I know there's a lot of rumors going around right now that starting this year, Overwatch may become free to play. And instead of having to buy the game, they'll just let you play it for free, and if people want to get loot crates and stuff, right? Do I think that that's a good idea for Overwatch? I mean, potentially. I don't know what their numbers are sitting at right now. But if you want to get people into your game, you know, look at TF2. TF2 was a game where you had to pay for a long time. And when they went free, that greatly extended the longevity of their game. Like, insanely. So, you know, I can't. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Well, I know, Thane, you bought, you ended up buying through Call of Duty, right? Black Ops. And I don't know how much you played of it. But like I think the Call of Duty games, if they would go free to play and charge people for like skins and stuff, well, I know it's not that great. And I remember when it came out and you kids were all excited about it and you were sad that I didn't want to get it. But I mean, like, think of how much more games those players, or the players, the games could have. If they would just change their mentality and go free to play. Oh yeah, we killing this thing. We are dunking all over it. Look at that, it's almost dead. But I mean, I think, like, don't get me wrong, you know, Fortnite definitely flipped the script on gaming as a whole. Like, it showed that you can have a free-to-play game and that you can do just fine and you can make mad money off a free game. But I think the reason why the microtransactions are so annoying, and yeah, you're probably absolutely right, the reason why the transactions are so annoying is because you're paying for full price for a game, and then they're also twisting your arm and making you buy DLC. And I feel like that's what problem comes in. If they just got rid of either the price of the game, there would be no backlash from DLC. I guess we'll try the rocket launcher one here, speaking that one kind of goes out. I don't know if I read the level right or not. I didn't realize this one was 25. Okay, where'd he go? There he is. Okay, so it won't let me actually look up that high in this thing, so I'm not really sure I'm gonna kill it. You're probably right. We'll try the machine gun one. Oh, that's right. How do you change seats on this thing? Okay, I'm gonna have to get out and just actually get into the seat then. I forgot that that was a thing. Yeah, I probably want the machine gun one here instead of this one. Yeah, we'll just go make a machine gun one. I forgot how to quickly switch driver seats here, but I just, you know, I absolutely did miss every rocket. That's why I'm gonna go make the machine gun one. Yeah, it'll be a little slower, but we'll at least send some damage downwind, or we should.
Look at you roll.
Get back to where we were sitting. That's how you switch. Okay, we got this. Look at all that damage. We're not doing like any damage. This thing is dunking on us. I don't think we're ready to fight this thing yet. With it being level 25, I think we should just probably wait a little longer here. Where'd it go? What was the level on this mission? Did I botch that? Really? It only says level 21, huh? But the monster itself is level 25. I don't think I need to be 30. I'm pretty sure I can pop this off to 25, but like, I was definitely not expecting it because it said level 21. I was definitely not expecting it to be level 25. Oh yeah, there we go. Just keep focusing fire on it. It'll be fine. Don't hit me, bro. Don't hit me, bro. Oh no. Oh, I'm not gonna quit. I'm gonna drive away real quick and let my car recoup. And run over a skag. And another skag. Okay, where'd he go? There we go. So how did you end up liking your Jeskai list at that modern tournament the other day? I don't even know if I'm hitting it from here. I don't feel like I am. I'll try to get closer. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Any changes that you potentially would have made to your list? How'd you feel about the meta, what you played against? Did you have any like good matchup, bad matchups? Huh. Weird. I feel like someone you talked to had mentioned rest in peace. I could be wrong though. I don't know, I'm pretty dumb. Well, of course the meta's weird. You know, I know I wasn't there for that tournament, but I swear every tournament I've either planned like with you guys to help you or played with, we've always had this really janky meta to play against. It wasn't just, well, this is what regular people play. It's always, no, I'm playing the guy against who's playing like 5-color worms. And it's like, and he beat me somehow. No, I feel you. I understand that. Junk Cocoa with Megas of the Moon. Oh, spicy. Yeah, that's pretty messed up. Okay, I can respect that, I guess, but like, that sounds like something Boogan would do. I love Boogan, but that sounds like something Boogan would do. Okay, we're clearly not hitting him here, so we gotta scoot up a little more. But I don't want to scoot up too far to where I can't hit him. Okay, so the travel on the gun is kind of awkward. Got it. Uh oh. No, 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 no. No. That's actually better for me down there. Sure, fine. Where's that dude at? Finish him off the old-fashioned way. No, we're not getting up that way. Are we just stuck down here now? I hope not. There we go. Well, that was a longer boss fight than it really had to be. And I don't feel like I can jump this no matter how hard I try. Yeah, okay. Okay. How did Pow's team do? 'Cause I don't think anyone ever told me how they ended up finishing. I don't think I can make it that far though. I thought about it, but I'm like, I don't think we're getting that far. They did bad? Wow. Well, I'm assuming that I'd have to guess that Fridge was on Affinity. Or Death Shadow for Legacy. I'm pretty sure Pow played Standard. Which left Devin to his own devices. No? Wow. I said that second. Wow, we break that shot bad. Oh, there's your problem. Why would you put that deck in his hands? And then Pow, of course, played his Drake's list, which is to be expected.
Get out of here.
I'm going to finish the boss. I had to get a vehicle. feel like he should have dropped something. Oh boy. Probably like $4. Well, whatever. You know what? We beat it. That's what mattered. Okay, so statistically that shield running over it looked like it might have been better, so let's see what we got. That is actually better than ours in every way, so we'll just roll with that. We don't need the slow healing, I guess. Hopefully that helps us a little more. Hopefully. I thought Devin was a bug man. Clearly he's not. Rip. So now, because I never got to play in a team thing, is a team thing like whoever wins best 2 out of 3 for your team overall? Hey, we got more missions. Nutty. Nutty.
Wanna shoot a lot of bullets really fast? Vladov has your needs covered.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Because there's 3 of you on a team, so 2 out of 3 that way. That makes sense, though. Like I can respect that. Ah. I kind of figured that. I'm assuming because of that means you didn't have to. And I think Bonehead come back here, whatever his name was, right? Yeah. Aw, still level 11 though. Lame. That's good. See, that's probably like the one way I'd really be excited to play Magic again. I really want to try a team event. Wow, that Bone Shredder is bad. I figured it would have leveled up to me. Clearly, being only level 3 to use, that did not. I just know I'd be more of a liability for my team though. So I'd want a team with Pow. Because I don't care if Pow loses. As long as I'm losing with Pow, I guess that would make Pow feel okay. See, that's something that's really sad. I understand duels are expensive, right? But at that point, if you're going to use Shocklands, you might as well just go like, everybody just play Shadow at that point. I mean, because if you're not playing Shadow, there's absolutely no upside to using Shocklands. Not that I have to tell you that, you know, but... I wish I could have been there just to see that.
Enough walking.
And I saw that Peterson was there too, which made me a little sad that I couldn't play, but... Can anyone find me? I haven't found my fiance in weeks. Let's go find her fiance. Or his fiance. I just love that. The amount of Shocklands burn hurt my eyes.
Nobody shoots my buddies but me! Oh.
Hello, just some wait. Yeah, just some random dude. Howdy. Summon cast Stoneforge Magical 2 Hall of Fountains. Yeah, that's kind of rough. I mustn't lie, that's... Wow, I really thought that point blank without me aiming would have hit. That kind of made me sad. Oh well.
Cheap, reliable, lightweight, and incredibly fast reload speeds. TDR makes an easy-to-use gun.
How you doing tonight, just some random dude? Let's go collect some cigar boxes. Well, of course there was burn. Like, why wouldn't there be burn? That just makes, like, to me, that makes a lot of sense.
Who needs a real doctor when you got my machines and their scary needles?
Alright, so mine is still technically better. Oh, I'm sure not good burn. I'm sure it was, like, highly, highly modified modern burn. For sure. Okay, so clearly we're going the wrong way. Let's try this again. Well, clearly we're going this way. And if I remember right, the last one is just some weird troll spot. I think. Yeah, it's up there, I think. To be fair though, I mean, if they're playing Modern Burn and Legacy, right, like, that should have helped your team kind of sneak out a free win or two, so I wouldn't really complain too much. Though that is kind of lame. Like, you really want to play against some high-powered decks for sure. I feel you on that. Really? All that for a dumpy pistol? Okay. whenever. Before I turn that in, I guess we'll just do the remove the human skulls from the pikes. I love that 1-3 experience. Come on, game, really. Like, you're the one who sent us back here to do these missions. That's good. Dude, great prices are always important to restore. And I'm sure too, as time goes on, like, it's slowly going to become progressively harder to find stores with, in my opinion, fair prices. Now I understand my opinion of fair prices a little different than wow. Yeah, that's really good prices. That's like insanely good right there. That's crazy. Crazy good. We're good at the rocket launcher for now. I don't think we're good at the rocket launcher. And I mean, the new set of Rav looks bananas. Like, I think, like, as a store owner, well, it had more damage, but the damage isn't always the important part. Is that, like, you shouldn't have to finagle on the new price set. If you're selling your boxes at a flat 100, I think people should just go, that is fine. What's up, Vitamin K? Just because I think that the new set coming out is pretty spicy. Like, I'm pretty excited to sink my teeth into more stuff soon here with the new set coming out. I don't know. Though I can't really make up my mind what I want to brew yet. I'm still sort of undecided. I gotta see more of the set before I can fully commit. Part of me wants to commit to Esper because I love Esper. Part of me really wants to commit to Bant because we already have the pieces for Bant going. I love Teferi. Carnage Tyrant, he's a pretty smelly dude. I'm at this weird crossroads right now. But yeah, 105 for a box and pre-release, that is bananas. Okay. Well, actually, I don't remember if they spoiled it or not, but you gotta remember there's probably like basic lands. I don't really expect a whole bunch of super spicy commons. They haven't really revealed a whole bunch of the adept mechanic, but I'm not personally feeling the adept mechanic. Like, it seems good for sealed or limited. I don't know if it's a constructed deck necessarily. I know there's 4 or 5 more mythics left. We haven't got Domri yet. You know, part of me wants to say they kind of already revealed the spicy uncommon with that drill bit card. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I've seen a lot of people kind of going crazy over it. The fact that your deck can theoretically have 8 Thought Seizes in it now is pretty good. I don't necessarily know how good, but I mean, you know, I think I'd be okay with Electrolyze. What do you mean, why do people play Big Red? What's wrong with Big Red? And for what format? Like, honestly, for me, Big Red in Standard has been super surprising. As for people in Legacy, Because Big Red at one time was kind of like, well, I had to ask you first if it was Legacy or not. At one time, Big Red was kind of like Tezzerator, where because you had a Blood Moon or because you played a Chalice right, you just stole free wins. And like that was really strong feeling. Some people like Big Red because they despise blue.
Let's get out of here.
So instead of joining the Blue Menace, they try to fight against it. Big Red's never something that I looked at and went, yeah, I want to play that, just because I kind of understand to a point. Why do I keep hitting the escape button instead of the keep driving button? You know, but I feel like at the same time too, Big Red is nowhere near the deck it used to be. There are more decks playing basics. Okay. Now don't quote me on this, because it's been a while since I've actually like dug hardcore into rulings. But if I remember correctly, Trinisphere sets the basic CMC of every card to 3. So I believe it would be countered through it. Wow, that gun sucked. Thanks, game. You're so cool. I'd have to look at my Chalice because I know I have a newer one. But I believe because it makes every card 3, you're technically paying 3 mana for it. Well, seeing as how it has a high chance to fire, we'll actually keep that. We'll try to use it and see if that gets us anywhere. I don't think it's really good, but we'll at least try it. We always like trying new guns. So we'll put the Incendiary Stinger on over, I guess, our Sniper for a little while here. But see, some people like Big Red and stuff like that. Like, I like Karn, and the reason why I like Karn isn't like, I love Karn, don't get me wrong. But I mean, like, in terms of my EDH deck, it's mostly because it's a troll deck. It can kind of soft block people. Wait, where did I want to go for this? Headstone Mine? Sweet, we can start fast traveling now. But, you know, you also have to remember too, when it comes to deck, to a point, like Big Red and Tezzerator decks, it's also free wins versus, well, that felt like it did some damage. It's like free wins though versus new players, because a lot of times the newer players don't understand how to battle out of weird stuff. So a lot of people will see a Chalice and just go, I mean, yeah, sure, fine. Instead of actually trying to push through it, because they don't, like, in their head there's zero way to push through it, so they just accept the fact that, yeah, okay, GG, this game is done. And, you know, for the Big Red player, the Legacy, or the Tez player, like, that's fine, that's what you want. You're not actually trying to play a game. You're perfectly okay with making personally, I don't mind Big Red, because it's not like a combo deck. I mean, yeah, its plays aren't necessarily exciting, but I don't look down upon them and be like, you're just a filthy Big Red player. I mean, But that's just me. I can kind of go over that with a grain of salt and just go, well, whatever. See, I don't think it's filthy just because the deck, just being red, right, has no way to really sculpt its draw. So it's going to have those games where, yeah, you know, it's just, it rips the beans and you go, yeah, sure, fine. But it also has those games where it essentially loses to itself because it doesn't do anything. And that's kind of like the risk-reward. Now, if you said artifacts in Vintage, fine. But I feel like in Legacy, artifacts aren't as bad because the mana costs are more across the board. To a point. I mean, the mana curves are still low, but it's a completely different animal. See, I honestly think that I personally would be perfectly fine if I just had a deck like Big Red for the rest of my life. As much as I love Rug Delver and a deck like Lands, because Lands pretty much has the same 4 or 5 plays. It's not like you're some big sweeping, grandiose changing deck. Like you try to gamble and lock them out, or go Wasteland, Loam Wasteland, and that's like your whole game plan. You know, sometimes like how you say the blue player thing, because we all know I've never ever touched blue in my life. I know you're a dirty boy. I wouldn't say dirty, but I do see the appeal to those decks. I would love to sit around here and fight more, but I just don't see the point. Let's just go turn these missions in. I don't think it's T-Bone Junction. Firestone, there we go. Yeah.
Sure is lonely around here.
Well, them grenades are trash. And I say the trash just because, as a scrubby Borderlands player, I really love transfusion grenades. I think we've already upgraded everything too, right? Maybe not the SMG. No? Oh no, these aren't the blue ones, these are green ones, never mind. I guess we'll go back to New Haven and turn that in. Nah, see the thing with the... Have a good night, Dane. The thing with Big Red and stuff like that is that their deck has this really awkward level of variance where they're gonna have those games where they just Big Red and they're gonna do their thing, but a lot of decks kind of have game against it now. So it's again, it's just like Tezzerator, where
stuff been showing up missing,
it was so much better when I wonder what the "it's a painful thing" means. But I think that, like I said, you know, a lot of players, they'll see a Chalice on 1 and just scoop. Or they'll see a Blood Moon turn 1 and then just scoop, instead of trying to battle through it. Because that deck technically still has to beat you. But that deck is like show and tell. It's one of those games where you do get better through playing it, because for the most part that deck only has the same plays. You know, show and tell is not going to surprise you is not going to surprise you by hard casting a Gristlebrand. Like, it really only does the same stuff. So through repetition, you kind of know if you're dead or not. You know, maybe your opponent sort of knows if they're dead or not, but like, oh, don't get me wrong. Like, Big Red can be one of those overwhelming guns for sure. But it is still a very fair deck. As boring as it is. And it's not just because it doesn't lose. It kind of does the same things over and over again. You sort of know what to expect from the deck. The deck really doesn't bring much in terms of like surprises. Yeah, it has those haymaker hands, but it also has those hands where it just does nothing. Not always, you know. But I've seen Big Red players bust hard. I've seen Big Red players go big. So, like, to a point, it's hard for me to just absolutely hate it when it is a very swingy deck. I would say if it was consistently booty lice, you know, maybe. But as someone who kind of likes to play more trollier decks, sadly I see no problems here. You know, I agree it can be frustrating, and I think playing the deck, like, for sure would become super boring after a while, just because it doesn't really change like a whole lot. I mean, I don't even know what that deck would have got recently to make it like feel like a different deck. I'm sure it's been playing with the just about the same 75 for as long as I can remember now. I can see, I mean, I guess. I feel like at that point though, I'd rather just have what's his name? Ringleader, because he can close a game quicker. Like, War Boss is a little safer because he doesn't have to attack. But at the same time, Rebel Master being able to bang in for a lot quicker, I think makes it, to my eyes, a little stronger. I mean, I know they tested out the 4-mana Chandra for a while, which I'm pretty sure they might actually still be playing. But, like, that's one of those decks that, unless the card is so amazingly over the top, that it's just not going to get tools. So you have to accept the fact that your deck is essentially your deck, and that's it. Now, don't get me wrong, you know, Rug Delvers essentially like that at this point, where it's not getting new tools and it's not really changing. And I absolutely love the deck, even with its faults. But I think for some people too, they look at a format like Legacy and they just go, well, if I can just make a really good non-interactive deck, like, I'll be okay with that. And I think that's kind of like where decks like Mud and other weird prison decks kind of stem from. It's just the fact that going into a tournament, you know, 90% of the time, right? Like, you're not going to play a regular game of Magic. Either they'll have the counter spell to kill you and you accept it, or maybe you get lucky and you just actually roll your opponent because they're not made to interact with something quite like it. Oh, gotta shoot his butt cheek. Uh-oh. I don't think Hang actually said this is required either. Here's Flapjack crying. Man, this Inspire really no tomorrow. I love this thing. It's a little weak, but that's okay. said, as someone who likes prison decks or control decks in MTG, yeah, I totally, like, I wouldn't be too sad to play something like Big Red. No, one of the scary things about that deck, and it's kind of like Rug too. You know, when you look at your opening 7, is it good enough to go against just about any deck in the meta? Or like, do you have to assume, well, I don't have the counter spell, so I hope they're not on Storm, or well, I don't have this, so I hope they're not on the Animator. You know, it's challenging for you, the player of the deck, in that aspect. And I guess, I mean, outside of the Soul Lands, I don't think there's anything super overpriced in that deck right now. Like, at this point, I want to say Big Red's almost a budget deck. But I also think for the price of the Soul Lands, like, why not just invest in the blue, have counter spells, be able to play a counteractive game. Maybe that's just me. But I've learned my lesson over the years that you want to be able to play a counteractive game, if possible. What hit me? And I also feel bad that Pow did so bad. Man, next time there's a team event, I almost want to go back there. I know today I was going through my personal stuff and sort of condensing my collection a little more. Pretty much at this point, I told myself, like, whatever I have in my bag, no. Okay, actually some of those are really strong pistols. Whatever's in my bag, I'll hang on to sideboard stuff. But other than that, like 160, 9410. That one fires a lot quicker. We'll just go with that one. I think soon here we're gonna go back to potentially selling off some cards again, just because we haven't been playing. And outside of Legacy Rug, and I guess maybe to a point, like my Modern Shadow deck, I don't know how much I absolutely care. I've only been playing Arena. Got bills to pay. You know, I guess. Ooh. There we go. Hopefully new endeavors with the streaming to take care of, so like, I guess we gotta refocus and move forward from there. Oh. It's so weird on here that there's sometimes clipping issues on nothing. I guess the only downside to this on the PC so far has been random clipping issues. And maybe they were on the Xbox issue? Or the PlayStation version? And I just have, you know, my rose-colored glasses on, but... Hey, it's King Wee Wee. Cool gun was. His special gun he drops better be really cool. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Wee Wee Super Booster. His shield sucks. I forgot that that's what he drops you is crap. Yay. Well, whatever. That's another mission done. And I think that's every... Where's that other pistol that we got that was super juicy? We'll try the Brutal Justice. Because that other one fires so slow. So I'm thinking what we'll do is for tonight, we're already coming up on here in 3.5 hours, is we're going to run back. We will turn in our mission. And then I think we'll call it for the night. Rachel's not home quite yet, which means she's stuck at work, so I should probably start making her dinner before she comes home. I'm sure she's had a long day. So get that done for her. So I can start tackling some of the boring stuff now. Thanks for anyone who came out. Thanks for anyone who's still here. I hope you enjoyed our continuation of Borderlands. I really like this game. It's going to be our weekend game for a while now. We're at least going to get through this. I don't know if we're going to absolutely touch DLC right away or not. I would like to, but it depends on how everyone takes to this game. If people don't like it, there's no point. You know, of course, if people like it, clearly we'll keep playing. Turning these in at New Haven. If you like magic content, tomorrow night we'll be on Arena. So if you like sweet standard action, that's what we'll be doing. We're probably talking about some spoilers tomorrow. Maybe have some roughly updated lists. I know the new cards aren't out quite yet, but we have been brewing at this point almost uncontrollably. I'm super excited for the stuff that's coming up. I think it's going to do a lot for the standard format. Good or bad, that's still to be seen. But I think that it could definitely be for the better. I hope a lot of decks come out from this. I hope they're all super strong and all that good stuff. Sell our stuff here so we're ready to go next time.
Get a gun that's as accurate as you are.
Yeah, we'll just sell our sniper with the scope. Who cares? I feel like Wee Wee's booster was just a trap. I'm pretty sure it is. So we've looted some boxes. We've turned our missions in. We're gonna call it here. So I'd like to thank you for coming out. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself tonight. This will be what we are playing next weekend. Hopefully you enjoy it. We'll be back tomorrow with some magic content for you. We'll be doing some arena. I know they have a tendency to change stuff So depending on what the formats are, we'll probably shift our stuff around there. So I hope everybody has a good night. I hope everybody has a good day tomorrow. And I hope to see you tomorrow night for some Magic Arena action. Thanks for watching.